Hey guys, it's Istebrak, and today I'm talking directly to my patrons. I've evolved so much this past year because of you and because of this community. This past year I've hosted art challenges through YouTube and my beloved Google Plus community. These challenges were based on creative writing narratives I published. So far we've designed villains, environment habitats, creatures, magical companions and robots, witches and their swamp environments, an adventure fellowship character lineup, floral humanoids, elves, conversations with dragons, and so much more. The list goes on. This past year I've also finished developing and publishing my beloved brush sets, which transformed and shaped my style, which in turn transformed and shaped my brush sets as my art and style matured. I'm also almost done drafting my final book, which is really exciting. It's going to be a cumulative thesis on all things art and sciences. Everything I've ever taught will be written and published in this final book, from form to light to rendering and design. I'm also a portrait artist by trade. I started my professional freelance career in portraiture, and my portraits have developed and matured so much this past year. I've been pursuing the bold shadows, the dimmed lights, the minimal shades, the sharp, unforgiving edges, and most especially the cast shadows. I moved away from color for a good while to focus all my creative and observational energy towards pure form and volume, which I share continuously as I critique, stream, and write. I am by no definition a professional, but I am a professional explorer, adventurer, burglar, barrel rider. I've always been drawn to exploration and world building, movies and shows that push the boundaries of imagination, from The Hobbit to Game of Thrones, so expect more fantasy-based challenges and creations this year. As you see, I'm moved and shaped, inspired by fantasy. It was Lord of the Rings, after all, that shaped my art and delivered me here to you. I have always been drawing and have always drawn the fighter, the warrior queen, the climber against all odds. I share my sketches, my portraits, the brushes I custom design and use, published or prototype. I now also offer you a direct line of communication where you'll be able to share your findings with me as you explore these narratives. I also offer time-lapse videos with instructions regarding everything I paint or offer you each month. I have transformed drastically this past year, beyond any other year. With your patronage, I've had time to pursue more of my studies and discover my personal voice, both in teaching and art. I have some semblance of a style developing, just almost there. And with each study, I discover a whole new branch of thinking and design to explore and learn. This isn't all about fun. I value study and the scholarly approach to all the sciences behind creating worlds. I not only want to inspire your inner creator, but your inner scientist as well. I never leave out the wonders of light and form, and all my teachings always lead back to the almighty cube. If you want to learn with me as I go, as I explore on, now you can, more than ever. Patreon is a way to directly support me and open up my time for my students. Simply subscribing to my channel is also a show of support, and for that I offer you my thanks. I have so much more to learn, as I've always done. I teach as I learn, and I offer you the opportunity, if it so pleases you, to share in an adventure. And you can be my watcher, or my pupil, my initiate, or my apprentice. Whichever tier you choose that matches you, I'll be there giving back. Everything I learn on the way you gain. Every piece of art I pick up on my explorations are given to you, and feel free to ask me questions along the way. All of this goes back to the open community. All my hour-long critique lectures and my viewers there also get to share in my findings and experience, and I have been hosting these quarterly narrative challenges with them because of you, to push those young artists and inspire them and remind them why they ever started drawing, which is the writing, the escapism, the journey, the magic, the adventure. So as you support me, you support them. Twice a week I host an hour-long stream critiquing student work, outlining major fundamental flaws, and drawing out paths to correct and learn from them. I offer you this opportunity to be a direct supporter of my journey. If you feel that I've earned you as my watcher, you have my page here as a way to watch my work and exploration even closer. I thank you and anyone who has ever been part of my Patreon, short or long term. You opened up my schedule to pursue the craft that delivered me to who I am today. That's a big deal. To what I love doing, and most importantly, delivered me to those who I love. Art was behind every major choice in my life, from love to my nomadic lifestyle. I came from a very small, sandy village in the south of Iraq, and after the Gulf War that struck my family and my people, I found myself in a refugee camp, drawing pictures in the sand with nothing but my hands. Then onwards to all parts of Canada for most of my life, always drawing along the way. I never stopped drawing, and I never will stop. And if you'd like to join me, I give you my hand. Thank you. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay. Testing, testing. Oh god, I'm just gonna suck at this.